Okay, sorry about that. I got disconnected somehow. Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Mystic Jen. I know that I've got 3 signs left to do for April. Try to get them done today. First is Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Rising, and Moon signs. The decks that I'm using is the Wild Unknown Tarot and my new The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle cards. Okay, so it looks like one of my cards are bent here. Don't know how that happened. This is just going to be bothersome. It's like the bottom part of this card got bent somehow. This is not traditional imagery. It does follow the basic meanings of the Rider-Waite system. And we are asking Spirit for guidance for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, and Moon signs for the month of April 2018. What messages do you have to put forth? Now keep in mind this is a general reading. Some of it may resonate with you, some of it may not. Maybe none of it, or maybe all of it. But this is in general for Sagittarius. I was thinking about Sagittarius last night when I went to bed and just had this thought of using the Wild Unknown decks, both of them. I hope everybody had a nice Easter. And we had a nice Easter, and then we got to wake up to some snow this morning. It's not a lot, but yes, we said we have an April snow. And I thought, lovely. Fun trip to work this morning. Okay, the first thing that I want to start out with, what we have here for you Sages. The first thing is we have the Death card. This card is speaking about transformation and something ending and something new beginning. We have a lot of endings and a lot of beginnings in our life, and to let something else new come in, something else has to end. Okay. This does not mean a physical death. It just means that a situation ends. It's a transformation. Maybe that situation transforms into something else. But one phase is definitely ending to allow for another one to begin. And this situation that has to end seems like a situation that just wasn't quite what you were looking for. This is the Four of Cups. We have the moon sign. It is about the power of emotions. The mice represents to me of stealing or taking something away. It is because mice is a slow deterioration of something, because mice slowly eat at something. So what I'm feeling is that this situation that has to change drastically, has to do a complete 360. I mean, it has to, or 180. It has to do a complete 180. It has to completely turn around in the opposite direction. That has to end a situation that over time it's just been wearing you down emotionally, and you're tired. You're tired of fighting this battle, this situation. You're tired of the same garbage all the time. You're ready for change. I'm feeling that you are ready for change. Sagittarius is a mutable sign, which means Sagittarius has an easier time with change than maybe some of the other signs in the zodiac. Okay, but this is speaking, you're definitely ready for change. You're tired of the same garbage. You don't want the same thing anymore, the same stuff to go on. You want the situation to be done and over with, because it's just been eating at you for quite a long time. And then we have the 9 here of we have the 9 of Swords here. The 9 of Swords is speaking to me about a lot of anxiety, a lot of worries. You've been worried about this situation. Maybe you're not sleeping. See the eyeballs here? They're wide open. It's telling me that you don't sleep because of this situation. It keeps you up. Your mind keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. And I could see a lot of anguish dealing with this. Okay, so this situation has really been eating at you, and you haven't been able to sleep over it. And you're done. It's time to stop worrying about it and let change come in. And then we have the Son of Cups. The Son of Cups is the same as the Knight of Cups. So it feels like you want to leave one situation and move on and offer your love and your emotions and your heart someplace else. And the Knight of Cups is, he's a fire, it's fire and water. You don't want to be too impulsive though. Knights have a tendency to be impulsive. You are longing for love in the worst way, and you haven't been getting it. And so this relationship that's been causing you all this heartache and problems, you're ready to end it, to move on to something better, something more fulfilling. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about cycles. And we have light and we have dark. And it just turns. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And I feel like you're in the darkest moments right now. And But I think you hit rock bottom and you're working your way back up the wheel. Okay, so I am definitely feeling like there is something else coming for you. I don't see any resistance to this, to changing, to ending. You may have already ended this other situation, this other relationship. Maybe you're wondering if you did the right thing, if walking away was right. But deep inside, you know it was right, because it was like mice and rats are toxic. And I just feel like that whole relationship was toxic to you. And wearing you down, and you needed something else. And we have the Strength card. The Strength is speaking to me about that inner power. You have the lion with the rose in its mouth. The lion is not using his forceful energy. And he's not using that to impose it on anybody else. I'm feeling like that you draw upon your inner strength to get through this. And I feel this ending, even, you're going to end it with grace. That I'm being drawn back to the Death card. You know that the situation's ending, or has to end. But I see you doing it in a peaceful manner. Maybe it's a mutual ending. Maybe you both agree that it has to end. Okay? I'm definitely feeling that. It's not going to be a harsh end. I do feel like that there's going to be a little bit of, it's going to come with peace of mind. I see you letting that other person down gently. I'm not seeing this brutal strength, cussing them out and calling them every name in the book, or them calling you every name in the book. I'm feeling a peaceful ending to the one situation, the partnership, whatever it is. Okay? And then we have the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about using intuition. She's very intuitive. She's very psychic. At the same time, she generally passes her love around. So I'm feeling like maybe this has to do with somebody of a motherly nature coming into your life. I am getting a secondary meaning for some Sagittarius. Maybe this Death card is a literal death, but it's a death that already happened. It doesn't predict death. Maybe somebody out there just recently just lost their mother. And maybe that's what causes the anguish. And that it's just like maybe something that was eaten away at her. Maybe she was suffering. Somebody that was suffering because of something eaten at her, like maybe cancer or something like that, eaten away at her. And it took a lot of strength to try to let her go. And she's returned it. Fate has returned her to the angelic or the other realm. And this could be representing you and a relationship with your mother. That's for some Sagittarius. Other Sagittarius, it's a relationship that's gone sour. Took a lot of inner strength that really brought you down. The relationship being eaten away at slowly. And tired of it. You want something better. And then fate steps in and it's going to bring somebody better to you. But the situation ends on a very peaceful note, though, that it's like a mutual feeling of needing to move on. So I feel like there's two different readings in these cards here. And if it wasn't a mother that you lost, for those that deal with somebody that did pass on, it's somebody who was like a motherly figure. Okay. I've got some more cards here. And that'll be it for the tarot. I've got, let's see, there's the Eight of Cups. Moving on. I was just talking about moving on. For some people, this is moving on for both different situations. For both the mother moving on to a better place, and for the other reading, for a relationship, walking away from it. Finally breaking yourself free. There may have been a tower moment. The tower moment is an explosive moment. And the Five of Rods is about arguments. Maybe an argument escalated into a big explosion, which made you have to draw on your inner strength and try to end things peacefully. I think this argument may have been the final straw that broke the camel's back, that you're finally walking away. Because we have the Ten of Swords, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling betrayed, so feeling pinned down. So I'm getting the sense that, like I said, two things: the mother of somebody who recently passed, that you felt all kinds of hurt as part of it, but it's time to let her go into the light. And then there's the other reading about the relationship that seemed like it was toxic, that there has been these tower moments, there's been a lot of argument, and you're tired of it, it's eaten you down, it's worn you down, sleepless nights, and you're ready to give your heart to somebody else, and there is somebody else that's right on the horizon, that fate stepped in on your behalf on this situation. And the Ten of Cups is the Eight of Cups is walking away from that situation, breaking yourself free. Okay, now let's see what the animal oracles have to say, the wild unknown animal spirit. This is the deck I just did a review on, that I'm not happy about some of the cards not being cut right. And I'm looking at them, and I don't even see me being able to trim them. The borders aren't thick on them, but some of the ones that weren't cut right, if I try to trim them to make them straight, it's going to mess up the pattern on the back. So I'm just going to leave as is. I might write the publisher and say, listen, here's these cards, and take a picture of them. They're not cut right. Let's see if they'll send me replacements. I thought about edging this. I don't know if I am. If I do, it might be in a soft gray. But the white almost, for once, the white almost goes fine with this. But okay, this is for Sag. Sun, rising, and moon. I know that these cards aren't very well mixed because I didn't shuffle them or anything. I just did the review and put them back in the box. So they're not shuffled. Okay. Okay, the first thing is this is fire. Fire is your sign, Sagittarius. And this is the tarantula. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, I'm feeling like the tarantula, I'm going to see what the tarantula has to say. Okay. these aren't in order per se, which... Okay. I do have to look in the guidebook for this to get the general message. At a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. This makes perfect sense, Sagittarius, because a lot of you are at that crossroads or getting ready to walk away from... Walking away, you're at a crossroads of whether you stay in this toxic relationship or you go for a new one. Okay. It's also about the tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma, and a habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention in order to find true happiness. You must choose dharma until your satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. And it's when in balance, it follows your intuition. When out of balance, hesitates or overthinks things. Okay, so what this is telling me here is that you need to shit or get off the pot. Is the first thing that comes to me. That you know where you need to be going, you know what you want, and you know what you deserve. But this relationship is holding you back. This other person is holding you back, and you know that's not good for you. So, you've already made up your mind that you need to leave, but you've been hesitating. You've been overthinking, overanalyzing the situation. And you need to stop doing that. You need to do what's right for you. And it's actually not fair to your partner either, because the situation's toxic for them too. They're not happy. You're not happy. So it's pointless. It's pointless to drag each other down. Okay? So it's time. It is saying it's time to move on. Now, and the other card that came out is the Cosmic Egg. It is one of spirit. Okay? The Cosmic Egg is almost like rebirth, I believe. That is what I get intuitively. It is the center. It's your heart, the center of your heart. And within the golden egg, it's a precious sound. Deep within that sound, the sound resides. In the sound, there's a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of the modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warm, quiet time to unfold. No rushing, no pushing or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or some kind of meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection and contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear, engaging with the energy of the golden egg, is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Okay, so as I was stated earlier in this reading, there is a message here. You've been feeling it. You've been knowing what needs to be done. But maybe, again, with a hesitation. You've heard the call, you've heard the messages, but you've been just standing still and maybe ignoring the message for a long time. And because you've been ignoring that message for a long time, it's caused the relationship just deteriorated. It just kept on being eaten away at. Your soul's been eaten away at. That's been causing these sleepless nights, this anxiety, these worries over this situation. And you've felt pinned down. And you had your tower moment already. And after, I think that tower moment was a wake-up call. And it's time that you move forward on your journey. Okay? To become better aware and to listen to that inner voice, that intuition that has been speaking to you. So, this is pretty much what I have for you guys. As I run over the cards, you can see them. I just read intuitively, and just lay them down wherever Spirit tells me to lay the cards. So, this is, again, for Sagittarius. And just know that April is going to be a tough month emotionally, but relief is on its way. Something better is on its way. You just have to, like I said, shit or get off the pot. Make that decision to make your life better. That's it for now, and I do thank you for watching, and you have a good day.